some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here they're trying to get to the end. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Done enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, how about the stop-start and speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some reads.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. Williams will pass. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off to stop the threat.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Here comes the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Got a man. It's Owens. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation. You're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Turning it on! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Williams looking for a man. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes. And
oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
you want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To throw, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Williams will pass. That's reeled in. It's Boston. And they're able to get him on the ground. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
This late in the half, here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Reed. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell incomplete.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it away to crank up the second half. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Washington wants to go quickly. The offense changing the play. Williams looking for a man. Finds his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Williams will pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the give off the left side. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Oh, they block it. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight end getting vertical. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking for room. It's Owens. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this